What's going on, everybody? This is Joseph from Nerds and Matrimony. Welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. So in the last episode, we got started on the second dungeon of the game, Dodongo's Cavern. So today we are going to finish it up, meaning we are going to go all the way to the boss room. So in the last episode, we finished off by getting the bombs, and once you get those, you can just run forward in this hallway. You will step on that switch. That will raise the platform on the right of the main room all the way up to the second floor, so you have a quick way of getting back up here. So if you bother to read that stone tablet over there, basically what it says, it pretty much tells you have to drop a bomb inside of the eye sockets of this giant skull right here. I'll read it later, but yeah, that's basically what you have to do. So now obviously the easy way to do this is to just back up from the gaps and just run and throw a bomb in it. But I like to try to stand on the edge and just drop it using my shield, just by pushing the shield button. It can be kind of hard. You have to stand like right on the edge to get it down there. And yeah, do keep in mind that bombs explode a lot quicker than bomb flowers do. As you saw, I got hit by the explosion right there. But yeah, regular bombs explode a lot faster than bomb flowers do, so do keep that in mind. But once you've blown both eyes open, or once you've placed a bomb in both of them, then the mouth of the skull will open up, and a new pathway has been revealed. So I'm going to go quickly read the stone tablet just so you can see what it says. Now, you can ride the platform back down to the lower level. However, it's really hard to jump to that platform. And it's really easy to miss. And that's basically what Navi's saying right here. She's saying, hey, since you hit that switch, that platform rises up higher. As if I couldn't figure that out on my own. That's coming, Navi. Give useful advice. Anyways, but yeah. That thing is really hard to jump to. And if you miss and you fall all the way down to the bottom, you're probably going to die. And by probably, I mean most certainly. So what I like to do is just go over to the bridge and just hop down onto the dragon, or not the dragon, but hop down on the Dodongo's head. So basically, you just hold on to the ledge and just push A to drop down, and you can just jump off. So I did take a little bit of damage there from the fall in the lava, but it's really not that much. Plus, I have a bottle full of Lon milk with 2 uses, so I'm about to use that right now to heal the 1 1/4 heart damage that I have. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to just take that off so I don't accidentally use it again, because, yeah, that would kind of suck. Alright, so now we are going to go into the mouth of the giant skull thing. Ooh. What awaits us in here, I wonder? Alright, so through the door, you get into this big square room. There are 2 fire keys flying around. We are going to come back here later. You'll notice that stone block up there. Keep that in the back of your head. And there are bars on the door over there. That's ultimately the door we want to go into. You'll notice that is actually the boss door, if you pay attention to the map, with the big skull on it. Alright, so we are actually going to go all the way around and push that stone block from the other side, because there's a switch in the middle of the room that the block has to sit on to open the boss door. So you come in this room, there are 2 fire keys in here, and the camera kind of derped out on me a little bit right there. So, I highly recommend you take out both of them, because you're going to have to move this block at the end of this room, and, well, you don't really have to take out the first one, but you really should probably take out the second one, at least. Now, I couldn't find him. I think he flew off to the other side of the room, so I just didn't bother with it. One quick thing I will say about the keys, you'll know they're coming after you when you don't hear their wings flapping anymore. That means they are gliding towards you. So if you are running around underneath one and you all of a sudden they're not making any more noise, that means you should probably turn around and target them. Now, you don't have to bring this block over here to this wall, but I like doing it just because it gives me more room to maneuver with the bomb. But basically, we're going to go over here to this side panel here on the wall and blow it open. And the reason we want to go in here is because there is another gold scutula in here. This is the second one out of 4 that we are going to get in the dungeon. Again, we cannot get the other 2 until later. We have to come back here later. We could actually come back into the dungeon, like right after we beat the dungeon, we could actually come back in and get one of them. But I don't want to do that because we still won't be able to get the other one. I want to be able to come back and get both of them at the same time. So the gold scutula is behind this fake statue right here. you can actually throw a bomb and it'll kill the gold Skulltula on impact, and then you can just worry about killing the statue dude. So with regular bombs, killing these guys is a lot friggin' easier because, you know, you don't actually have to go pick up the bomb flowers. You can just pull a bomb out and just set it down and get them to walk over to it. So there we go. Alright, so now we're going to go back out. Unfortunately, the block is going to be reset, so I've got to climb back up on this ledge here in order to get it back. Luckily, this time the Keese actually came after me, so now I don't have to worry about him. The one at the beginning of the room, you don't really have to worry about him. He won't come over this far. Usually. Now I'm going to be... well, words and things. Now, there is a, oh my gosh, I can't think of what to say. There is an item of importance in one of these jars right here. Basically, before I hit these jars, I'm actually going to put an empty bottle on one of my slots here. You're going to see why. Because in, I believe, the jar on the left, yes, there is a fairy. You can capture that fairy in a bottle, and fairies are basically the best healing in the game. They will heal you completely, but what makes them really good is that if you die, the fairy will actually revive you. But once it revives you, basically once you've used a fairy, it's a one-time use. So once it revives you, it'll go away. But they are really good for the bosses. Usually in most of the dungeons of the game, you'll find a fairy right outside the boss room. And I'm going to be showing you what all of them are in this playthrough. Like I said, for the most part, they're like right outside of the boss room. And as you can see, if a fire Keese hits you, it will actually lose its fire and become a regular Keese. The problem is, you get burned. So I need to try to kill this second Keese because I need to get that block onto the switch here in the middle of the floor. And if I don't kill him, he's going to give me a really hard time. So I'm trying to find out where he is. So I just go into first person here and look up at the ceiling. So basically, I'm just going to run right underneath him. This should aggro him to come down to me. Yep, there he goes. Alright, so now that they are dead, I don't have to worry about them making this hard for me. So I'm going to go take this block and basically just push and pull it all the way to the switch in the middle of the room. Yes, this does take a while, but you got to do it. This is the only way to get inside the boss door, because this is a blue switch, and as we saw in the last video, blue switches, you have to have something sitting on them at all times, otherwise they would just turn off. So there we go, we have opened the way to the boss room. Huzzah! Alright, so I'm actually going to go in here, not in the video yet, because you don't actually see the boss in here. You'll notice there's nothing in this room, but there is a discolored patch on the floor, and you may notice a little square outline on it. Basically, there's a big section of the floor here we have to blow up, and then we're going to drop down to the boss. But we will do that next time. So, this is Joseph from TLoZ Matchmoney saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time when we will take on boss number 2 of the game. Goodbye.